political ploy for sympathy. Well, I have a friend who lived in Canton, Georgia. A guy I know lives in Canton, Georgia, so I feel very comfortable here.
I lived here for a year and a half.
What were you doing here?
I was stationed in the Army here. It was called Fort McPherson. It was 3rd Army. And my daughter was born at the post hospital at Fort McPherson in March of 1956.
Do you remember what you did in the Army?
Yeah.
What? Tell us.
My job was entertainment specialist. I created shows where we used Army talent, Army singers, dancers, magicians, ventriloquists, acrobats, and I created shows and sent them out to all the Army posts in the 3rd Army area, all the Southeast United States. I created those shows and I directed them. And I also directed a couple of shows at Chastain Park. And I also directed a production of Streetcar Named Desire here in Atlanta at Peachtree Playhouse.
You're practically a native son.
So just be careful how you treat the people of Atlanta.
I shall do that.
And there are people here from other countries, and you should be careful how you treat them as well. Because you're not always a nice guy.
I am. I mean well, and if the people of Atlanta would only take me to their hearts.
They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you.
They are going to.
You want to talk about your favorite blooper reel?
Well, that was
Your favorite blooper reel?
Don't mock the people. Why don't we tell the history of the blooper reel?
Go ahead.
All right, so you want me to start?
Go ahead.
Because you have the most animosity about it.
Did I really?
It was a turning point in your life.
Was it?
So
Are you talking about me? You talking to me? You must be talking to me because there's nobody else here.
call me a taxi.
All right, go ahead.
Seriously, we both reached for water at the same time. You got my signal, did you? Okay. Gee, it's getting harder and harder to open these damn bottles. It becomes a test of your strength. Oh, what's that? I did it!
Well done. It's an interesting issue about packaging. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to open some packages? The way the stuff is packaged these days?
I know. I used to be able to rip them apart when I was younger.
Can't do that.
And now I can't.
You have to get a knife, a scissors, a hammer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's that hat with the hammer on it?
It's out back.
What is that hat?
It's the Hammer Museum in Los Angeles. My wife and I collect contemporary art, and my wife is on the board of trustees at the Hammer Museum in Los Angeles.
So you're doing a little advertising.
Yeah, a little advertising, yeah.
But that's in a museum in Los Angeles. Why are you wearing it in y'all?
Well, to begin with, I bet there's some people here who have been to Los Angeles. And I would also bet that sometime in the future there will be some of these people will be in Los Angeles.
They will long since.
And they might, I'm talking, don't interrupt me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some of these people might want to know where to go in Los Angeles if they and I would say the Hammer Museum and the Griffith Observatory.
And go to your theater. No, I'm not going to die right now. You make the news. Don't worry about it. And go to your theater in
the Griffith Observatory. That's right.
Right?
Yes.
So you want, let's get this straight. Your foundation does the Hammer Museum.
Yeah.
And your foundation does the Leonard Nimoy Theater in
Griffith Observatory.
Anything else going that we should
know?
know?
The Leonard Nimoy Theater in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything in Atlanta?
Have you been there?
I don't go anywhere. I try to get to see that movie still, and the bloopers. So every Christmas. Well, I want to get back to the original question.
Definitely, very important.
Is it time to get off here? No. All right. so the series lasted 3 years. So at the end of the first year,
Is that all it was, 3 years?
That's all, Leonard.
That's what everybody always
You
said.
get all that
Is that all
money?
it was? Was it only 3 years?
No, only 3 years, 79 episodes.
The rest of it was episodes.
And you were wonderful in 78 of them.
Reruns over and over and over again.
Yeah, we never got paid for
No. I have to go to work. Go ahead, talk about the bloopers.
Thanks.
Why do you keep interrupting yourselves?
I need the water.
Okay.
So, we had 3 seasons, so that meant 2 Christmases. So, the first Christmas, the editors put together what we call the outtakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, we'd be playing...
Where doors don't open and people forget their
where we
lines.
played the fool.
Yeah. Right.
Mostly me. True to my nature, playing the fool. And they'd be on camera, and we would think it was just our joke between make ourselves laugh.
Right.
And we thought that was funny.
Right.
Then the editors, who were our friends, part of the company, edited all those outtakes together.
The funny stuff.
The funny stuff.
Yeah.
And at Christmas, we'd sit around having a Christmas meal, saying, "Weren't we wonderful?" and watch 10 minutes of the outtakes. Laugh ourselves silly, and realize, well, that would be burned somewhere along with the other garbage. So the second Christmas, same thing happened. Another 10, 15 minutes of outtakes. Everybody laughed. Look how funny those guys are. And that was the end of it. Series is canceled 3 years later. 3 years later, series is canceled. Goodbye. Sorry, great show. Love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. No, never
We
see
don't like you anymore. Go away.
No, yes. Your show is canceled. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear, I'll give you my next point, then I want to hear yours.
Go ahead.
6 or 7 years later,
Yeah.
I'm skiing in a ski area in California. Somebody shushes up to me and says,
Somebody shushes up to you.
Yeah, it's called a shush.
I'm not a skier, so I don't know what
Shush. Shush. Shush up to you.
Got it.
They come up, they go, shush. And says, have you seen... Exactly.
Like the door's opening.
And that's why I kept hitting the doors wouldn't open, because you wouldn't make the noise. Are you ready? You ready? You ready?
So somebody came up to me and said, what?
And said, have you seen the funny film at the bar in Mammoth? That's what are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is 6 or 7 years later. I've gone on to other things.
Yeah.
Like a deep and meaningful relationship with George Takei. And I said, I don't want to, and I go down to the bar, and I see our funny films, which should have been destroyed, being played at a bar.
On the TV set.
On the TV set. Where did that come from? And that was my first experience with the bloopers. What was yours? How did you find out about it?
There was somebody going around the country advertising lectures called The World of Star Trek, featuring the famous blooper reel, and charging admission to see it.
And who was that person?
That name just went out of my head.